Hey you guys, so it's already been released. Season 3 trailer has been announced, and it's already been confirmed that we're getting 3 new operators, as well as 2 new weapons, one being the SKS, the other weapon being a handgun, which in the trailer looks kind of similar to an M9. It shoots like an M9 as well, and the only thing I'm not able to confirm why it's an M9 is because the type of barrel and attachments that they actually have, it makes it look different. For the SKS, we all know that's gonna be a marksman rifle. It shoots 7.62s by 39, and that's gonna be basically like a DMR rifle. So it's gonna be nice to check that out. For the operators, we already know 3 new operators, and for the skins, we're actually getting a lot newer skins, which some of them actually look pretty nice. Okay, and actually this scene when you're actually when the people are getting out of the van, you might have not noticed it just because it goes by so quick, but the dude rocking the M4, he at first glance he looks like a new operator, but when I actually paused it and actually zoomed into his left arm and his face doesn't look familiar, but his left arm, he actually has a dagger with a snake wrapped around it on his left forearm, and that actually looks exactly like Rodin from the Allegiance team, who's on the Spetsnaz. He actually has a tattoo of a dagger with a snake wrapped around his left forearm, and currently at the game in this time we don't see him without his helmet. All of his skins are him with helmets or something covered around his head, so that's why it led me to believe that that's actually him, which in my opinion it's a pretty nice skin because it's different from what his current skins are. If you go to the operator customization and you check his skins, all of his skins look pretty much identical. The only difference is that it's a different color, which in my opinion is the worst type of skins that you can provide. So it's pretty nice to see that they're actually making unique skins like this that are different from the original skins that they currently have. So at first glance, again, it looked like a new operator. Same with the guy holding the Uzi, the neon green Uzi. He looks like a completely new character, but when I try to look closely, it actually looks just like Igor actually. Igor without a shirt and without anything in his head. So that's pretty cool that they're actually coming out with new skins. And this little frame here, you can see the dude right in front of the dude with the red ugly camel. He has some sort of night vision goggles on his head. That looks pretty badass too in my opinion. These are the type of skins that I'm actually looking forward to. Not these skins that they have in the back. The dude wearing red camel with a red bandana with a bright white M4. That looks horrible. These skins are just bad. And if you watch the trailer, you see how many people are rocking red shirts, red pants, red gloves, red gear. It just looks bad. I don't know what made them go for this red theme, but it looks horrible. And if you play with the random, if I remember playing with the random that has the skin, if I see him in the pregame lobby in Warzone, I'm just gonna back out automatically, just instantly back out, because they're gonna be sticking out like a sore thumb, literally a red sore thumb. Again, this is just gonna be my personal opinion, but personally, if they're gonna add customized vehicles like skins and paint jobs, the best way to implement it would be to add them into a buy station, or like a certain buy station that they have spread out throughout the map, where as soon as you buy the vehicle, it gets spawned in, kind of like the tanks do in Ground War, something like that. And that way you can actually buy your own customized skin vehicle if you want it. That would be the best way, and obviously they would have to increase the prices because with vehicles being kind of broken, kind of annoying to deal with, increasing the prices would be a lot better, so that way not everybody's running around in vehicles running over each other. Again, that's just my personal opinion. There is one way to add the vehicle customizations into the match, which I'm hoping they don't do it this way because this is just a horrible idea, is that when you find a vehicle in the match, it's going to have the default skin, and whoever gets into the driver's seat, it's going to automatically change to their own customized skin. If that's the way they actually implement it into Warzone, I'm going to be very disappointed, and it's going to be super horrible because it's just going to look bad. Every time you get inside the vehicle, it's just going to change skins. If you switch seats, it's going to change skins. It's going to look bad in my opinion. And with the servers notoriously being bad in Modern Warfare, we're not sure how many tick rates they're actually running on. So if you got multiple vehicles where people are just switching skins, I'm pretty sure that's going to cause issues with the servers, because we all know their servers are absolute crap. So unless they magically fix their servers, or even hopefully bought new servers to actually support this, then I can see that happening. But again, if that's the way they implement it, I'm going to be very disappointed. Another thing that was added, or looks like it's going to be added, is a new weapon skin. And for those of you that probably didn't catch it, because it did go by pretty quick, in the first scene where they're coming out of the van, you can see a guy holding an M4, and it's actually a golden skin M4. And this is the type of gold skin that I think of personally whenever I hear golden gun. This is what I think of. I'm kind of disappointed that this wasn't added to Modern Warfare maybe earlier. It might have been because it does kind of look cartoony, but it looks better than the gold that is currently added at the moment, in my opinion. I absolutely hate the gold that's added in Modern Warfare as of now. When I first unlocked gold skin on my AK-47, when the game first came out back in November, I rocked it for only 2 days just because I wanted to show everybody, hey look, I got the golden AK. But I absolutely hated it. I hated the way it looked. I hated the squiggly lines that it had on it. The design was horrible. The black grips that it had looked bad. It looked so bad, I hated it. And the glare that it gave you whenever you joined the match and the sun was looking at you. We all know that multiplayer has this horrible light sun thing, whatever, when you look at a part of the map and it shines on your weapon and it just gives you like this little flint glare on your weapon. It just distracted me whenever I was playing with the gold skin, and I would be looking at it and I would be like, why is this in the game? Why does this exist? And then next thing you know, I don't see the enemy in front of me and I get killed. So that's one of the reasons why I hated the gold skin. Used it for 2 days, removed it, went back to default skin and just the normal skins that are in game. But this is what I actually think about when I hear the word golden gun. This right here. Hopefully they add this to every single weapon. Hopefully it's not just the M4 variant. I want to be able to rock this with my AK-47, with my Desert Eagle, with all the weapons that I use. I want to be able to rock it. And hopefully it's not something that you have to purchase as well, like individually, because that's going to suck. Hopefully, this is just my personal opinion, hopefully they do a way to where you can actually buy vehicles in certain buy stations, where as soon as you buy it, it gets called in and dropped down by parachute, just like they do with the vehicles in Ground War, the tanks. Something similar, where you buy the vehicle that you want and the type of vehicle that you customized with the paint job and the skin, it gets called in and you guys drive away. That would be personally the best way and the most realistic way, quotes, finger quotes, since supposedly what they're going for is realistic. That would probably be the best way to do it, and it would just make more sense versus the original lazy way that could be done. Would be, you see a default skin vehicle when you get inside the match, and as soon as the person driving the vehicle gets inside the driver's seat, it changes to their own skin. That's one way of doing it, but again, that's just gonna look bad. It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be look horrible as well. If people are switching seats, is it gonna switch skins? If someone gets into it and gets out of it, is it gonna switch skins, or how is that gonna work? I'm not sure how it's gonna work. And even if they were to do it that way, I'm sure it's gonna cause some sort of issue with the servers or some sort of lag. If their servers are still running on low tick refresh rates, then if multiple people are getting inside vehicles, then the server's not going to be able to input that. If multiple people are shooting at the same time, we all know their servers are absolute crap. So unless they magically fix their servers, or unless they actually went out, did the most common sense thing to do and buy new servers that actually could support this, then good for them. Again, we'll have to find out tomorrow when Season 3 actually comes out.
You got debated. You got debated. You got debated. Debated.